may do for your business, for your church, for yourself, for family and friends, maybe even. It might be an applicable use case for that as well. I'm super excited to share this new digital tool with you. And I am at the beginning stage of reviewing this tool, and I thought it would be awesome for you to go through the process with me, how I process and evaluate digital tools to determine if it's a good choice or a good option, maybe for myself or for others. And so we are going to look at this new digital tool. As you can see already, I'm sharing it on my screen. It is called SpeakPipe. And I'm super excited about this digital tool because one of the features, one of the criteria that we use for evaluating a digital tool is how long has this tool been around? So I did a general YouTube search and I saw that there have been videos on SpeakPipe over 10 years ago. That means it has stability. That means it has gone through updates, it has gone through the changes, it's gone through a lot of testing to make sure that it is operating as optimally as it can. And that makes me super excited, number one, regarding this tool, SpeakPipe. Another thing, as we're looking here at the screen, you will see how clean it is. It's so simple, it's so clean. It's not cluttered. You have your words here, nice and big, easy to read. Learning more about what SpeakPipe is, receive voice messages from your podcast listeners. Yes, that is one use case, but there are more use cases for this. I love it. Their logo is here. It's super simple. Again, sign up, log in. That's it. Love it. Super clean. And then as we continue to scroll down, we begin to learn a little bit more about it, see what it looks like. Speak now. Okay. All right. There's a widget for it. Increase interaction with your podcast audience. So here is starting to tell us more about this particular app and how it can be used. It says SpeakPipe allows your listeners to send you voice messages directly from your website or voicemail page. You can include received messages in your podcast episodes. Now, I do know that there are some podcasts that have this feature built into it. For example, Spotify, it used to be Anchor, and I think they have now merged with Spotify. And so they allow you within that particular app, the last time I used it, now it has been a minute, but the last time that I used it into my knowledge, they had this feature built in where you could allow your listeners to send voice messages and include it in your episodes. So this app also allows you to do that. So engage listeners through short personal voice recordings. Maybe you want to talk to your audience and give them the chance to respond back to you. So if you want your audience to answer a question maybe you have for an upcoming episode, again, they can record a short voice message on the SpeakPipe and you can then share it with your listeners. You can create a voicemail page for your podcast. You can set up a personal page with the address, and it'll look like this. If you set up a personal page, this will be the URL. So then you can share it on your social media, you can share it in your newsletter, and just make it really easy for your audience to record and send you voice messages. All right, so right now it's saying for podcasts, but there are again multiple use cases. You don't have to use it just for podcast listeners. It's an easy way for any of your listeners, your clients, your community, your church members to be able to send voice messages. Now, you might think, well, what kind of voice messages might they want to send? For example, for a church or a ministry. Maybe you want to set this up on your ministry web page for them to be able to send you prayer requests. So instead of having to type out their prayer request, maybe they want to speak it. Maybe they want to share their prayer request by talking into the SpeakPipe. So you can add it onto your ministry page to accept prayer requests. Um, it can be used for members of your team to share messages on the go, things you might need to remember. You might need to have a voice note, something like that. You can use it for that as well. And then from there, where do you see these messages? Well, it goes into your inbox. So all of these messages are stored in your SpeakPipe account and you can access them at any time. And this is a picture of what it looks like here. So you'll have your inbox, you can press play, you can listen to it, you can click here, and you can click reply back to any of these messages, and it keeps a running tab of the dates and the times and how many you have in your inbox. So that is really awesome. That is really awesome. That's super cool. I see I have a message here in the chat. Good morning. Hello. I am not proficient at this yet, but I am learning very quickly. So hello and welcome. I believe I sent it back. Hello, hello. So we're talking about SpeakPipe. SpeakPipe is a digital app that you can use for your podcast listeners. You can use it for your family and friends. You can use it for your clients, your church community. There are multiple use cases for this particular app. And you can, ending here, take the interaction with your listeners to the next level. So if you're ready, you're like, this sounds like something I might use, you will click here, get started. As shared in the beginning, this website is so clean and I love it. It's not cluttered. It's very clean. It's very easy to navigate and you see exactly what it is you are going to get. So it's super focused. It has one purpose for you to create voice messages to share with others. Here at the bottom, I love it here. You have your navigation down here at the bottom, super, again, clean. You have your frequently asked questions, your help, your pricing, feedback, contact. They're also on Twitter. You have your privacy policy, free voice recorder, so you could click there. And that's it. It's super clean. So about maybe 2 years ago, I created a guide. It's a digital tools roadmap that I am going to try to share with you now. Let's see if I can share it with you. All right, so I believe you are now able to see this guide that I created. It's a digital tool roadmap that I created a few years ago. I will need to update this, but I did want to pull it up because I wanted you to see that in this guide, if you need help with choosing a digital tool, this is what you can follow. It is helpful for you if you find it helpful. It's a tool used to help you evaluate digital tools to see if it might be a good fit for you, your business, your ministry. So you can compare 2 to 3 tools. Right now, we're looking at SpeakPipe, but if you really wanted to do your due diligence, you would want to research at least 1 to 2 other ones and compare to see which one would be the best for you. Things you want to look at is this tool within my budget? And please let me know if you can see the digital tool roadmap and give me a moment. You hear an echo. Okay, I don't know. Is that better? It might be that I'm just talking so loud. Also help me out. Can you see the digital tool roadmap on the screen? I'm sharing that now. Are you able to see that guide? And let me know if the echo has decreased at all. All right, thank you so much. So yes, the first question you want to ask yourself, maybe not the first, but definitely an important question is this tool within my budget? So that's one of the questions you want to ask. And with that, let's go back here to the SpeakPipe page and let's learn a little bit more about this. So if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, we see where it says pricing. Let's click on pricing. So this will help you to determine if this tool is within your budget. I am so sorry for the echo. I'm not sure what to do to decrease it at the moment, but I will log it for future troubleshooting to help decrease that. Thank you. So plans and pricing, we can look here to see if this tool is in our budget. So they have three tiers here. They have free, the gold, and the premium. You can pay annually and save 20%, or if you're paying monthly, you see how the price goes up just a little bit. All right, but if you're paying annually, you'll pay $12 times 12, 144. If you're paying annually and you're on the premium plan, then it'll be $36 times 12. And honestly, I cannot do that in my head. I can't do the math quickly in my head, but you can calculate that. So you have different options. So that's awesome to see. Free, here you get unlimited messages, max recording duration. You only get a minute and a half. You get 90 seconds. So if you are on the free plan, just know you may have to send multiple voice messages because they're unlimited um, to say everything you need to say if you are unable to say it within 90 seconds or less. Storage, somewhat limited, but good size considering it's on the free plan, 100 megabytes of storage. You get one widget, one voicemail page, and email notifications. So, I mean, I think this is pretty generous considering it's on a free plan. And then you have the gold plan, which includes everything in the free, but you get an upgrade, unlimited messages, max recording duration now increases to 5 minutes, and your storage increases to 50. You get multiple widgets, one voicemail page, email notifications with the audio attached. You can customize now your widget. So if you want to change the color, I believe the default will be what you see here, the orange and the white will be the default that you can't customize on the free plan. But on the gold, you can actually customize it. You can customize the title, the text, the button colors. So that's cool to have some customization, make it on brand so you can stay on brand with your brand colors. Then here you have opt-in email. So now you can add your senders to your ConvertKit, which is now just Kit, or your active campaign, constant contact, any of your email service providers that you are that you have an account with, you could potentially use that as a way to build your email list as well. And on this plan, you can get even a 30-day free trial. So you can try this out for 30 days for free to see if it is beneficial for you. And then $36 a month on a premium plan, you get a lot of the same features from the free and the gold. Just your recording duration increases to 10 minutes. You go from 50 gigs of storage to 500. Still going to have your multiple widgets, your multiple now voicemail pages. So these two, you only have one on the premium, you get multiple, and you still get your email notifications, your widget customization, your opt-in. So you will determine as you are exploring digital tools whether or not this is within your price range, within your budget. All right, let's go back to the digital roadmap and look at another question you can ask. You can also ask yourself, does this tool integrate with my other tools? So maybe you're using multiple tools. Maybe you're using, I don't know, ConvertKit. Maybe you're using a website, WordPress, or you're using a different website, Wix. Any of your other tools that you may be using can SpeakPipe integrate with that? So we will want to go back to SpeakPipe and we will want to look for that answer. Are there any integration tools for this? Here are some common questions real quick about the pricing you could review, but let's go back over here to the FAQ. So these are some general questions. Is it difficult to install? Is it possible? It talked about the customizations. We have some questions about billing. And then, because I don't see it right away, we have our help page. Um, And if you don't see the question, this is also another, if you don't see the answer to your question while you're on their website, this is another opportunity because this is something too that's on the digital roadmap to test out the customer service. So you could click on contact us and you could send an email and just ask, does this tool integrate with other tools? And what you also can do is go to Zapier. I don't know if you all have ever heard of Zapier, but it is a tool that can be used to help you integrate all of your other tools. Um, so that way they work together and you can set up automation. So I'm sharing this page here. This is Zapier. And it is a tool that can be the central connector for all your other tools. So for example, you can come here to Zapier, you can explore the apps that Zapier has a connection with, and we can type in SpeakPipe and see if SpeakPipe is listed here. Let's see. From what I'm seeing, I'm going to say I don't think that SpeakPipe integrates with many other apps other than the email service providers that you might could use, as we saw on the pricing plan page, but we're not seeing it here. So my answer, based on what we see here, would be no. It probably doesn't integrate with very many other apps. And it may not need to because all you're doing is simply embedding these widgets. This is a widget here onto your website, into your newsletter, or into an email broadcast. So you may not need it to integrate with another app. Again, if you need to know that answer, my recommendation would be to test out the customer service. Go ahead and contact them, send them that question, ask them. All right, let's go back to the digital roadmap here. And there are a page full of questions that you might want to consider before purchasing and investing in this app. Let's look at just a few more. I always like to look at, is there a privacy policy and terms and conditions page? Okay, I'm totally a geek. Yes, I read policies and terms of service. If you're using it, you are essentially binding yourself to that contract when you're on a website, whatever website you're using. Whether or not you actually read through all of the terms or not, you are agreeing to it if you sign up for that website, if you are actively using that website. So it's important to know what information is it collecting. And again, I just love the site. It's so clean. I mean, they didn't even make it difficult. You don't even have to read a lot for this one. We take your privacy seriously and will take all measures to protect your personal information. Any personal information received will only be used to fill your order. Thank you. Like, don't take my information and try to sell it to third parties and do all this other stuff. We will not sell or redistribute your information to anyone. Okay, thank you. And you can read the rest of this. It'll tell you more about who they use, who they're affiliated with, if you need to contact them for questions, the last time it was updated. They even have a refund policy. Hello. That is awesome, right? They are definitely building the trust factor here with us. So yeah, so far I'm all on board for SpeakPipe. Even the pricing, not bad. Okay, so let's go back and let's look at two more things you might want to consider. Is there an FAQ section? Yes, there is. We saw that. You also definitely want to know, does it have most or all of the features that you need? Even looking at reviews is a good one. You can go to Google and just search and see what other people are saying about it. Do they have at least a 3.5 or higher star rating reviews? And actually check out the reviews. Read through some of the reviews or a lot of the reviews and see what are the common pros and the common cons that people have with the tool that you're looking at using. Longevity, we talked about that in the beginning. This has been around for over 10 years, so that's a check plus. it shows that they have stability and probably won't just suddenly sell out to someone or discontinue the product. So yeah, these are a lot of different questions that you can ask yourself. Um, and I don't think I was sharing it. So sorry. This is where I was. Is there a privacy policy? Is there FAQ section? Does it have most or all of the features? 3 or 5 higher rating, longevity. This is what I was referencing. I'm not going to go through all of these, but if you would like this digital tools roadmap, I can most certainly share it with you. I will have to do some rebranding. I created this when I was under a different business name. But yes, if you would like this, I'm more than happy to share this digital tool roadmap e-guide with you. All right, back over here to SpeakPipe. I'm really curious to see how easy it integrates and can be embedded onto a website. But let's see, how long have I been streaming here? 21 minutes. Should I sign up for it right now? Let's see. I could. I could do that, but I think I'll wait. I'll wait and just get feedback. If you would like for me to actually go through the process of signing up and showing you how to embed this on your website or emails or newsletters, please leave a comment. Share feedback. Let me know, was this helpful for you? I love digital tools. I totally geek out on digital tools. I love embedding them into websites, testing them out, seeing how they work. I have a lot of digital tools, not that I use all of them. As a matter of fact, I need to audit my tools. And I do have a digital tool log guide as well that I can share with you just to help you keep track of all of your tools. So that way you can audit it when you need to determine if you still need it or if you need to upgrade, downgrade, get rid of it, whatever. It's been so fun. Thank you so much for joining us. Do you have any questions before I leave? Are there any questions? I'll wait a few moments. If there are not any questions, once again, thank you. My name is LaShondra. Not sure I said that in the beginning. I apologize, but yes, my name is LaShondra, and I just love sharing resources to help you be fruitful. This channel is called Fruitful Resources. I do look forward to creating videos again. I did stop for a time, but I'm looking forward to jumping back into it and just creating and sharing different resources. If you look at the logo on the channel, that is showing you physical tools, digital tools, as well as spiritual tools. So I would like to be able to share resources with you to help you physically, spiritually, and digitally. And that is all that I have. Since there are no questions, thank you so much. I'm gonna give a shout out to my husband who has attended this live with me today. But yes, thank you all so much. Have a great one. Bye bye. And now I have to figure out how to end it. Oh, okay. Bye bye.